In question 2, we have a coordinate geometry question. So we have the points P, which is 7, 10. So I'll write that in 7, 10. Then Q, which is 1, 2. R, then, which is 11, 4. Are the vertices of the triangle shown. The point U, then, which is 6, 4. is the midpoint of PQ, and V then is the midpoint of PR. Find the coordinates of V. So we're told that U is the midpoint of PQ, and so then V has to be the midpoint of PR. So the first thing I'm going to do here is write out the midpoint formula. So x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. Then, so P is 7, 10. And R then is 11, 4. So label now x1, y1, x2, y2. Now sub into the formula. So I'll have 7 plus 11 over 2. And then 10 plus 4 over 2. So then that will equal, so 7 and 11 is 18. And 18 divided by 2 is 9. Then 10 plus 4 is 14, divided by 2 is 7. So the coordinates of V are 9 and 7. Okay, then part B, show by using slopes that UV is parallel to QR. Okay, so slope formula here, so y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So then U is 4, 6. Then we just found what V is, so that's 9, 7. Let's label x1, y1, x2, y2, and sub into the formula now. So I'll have y2, which is 7, minus y1, which is 6. Then x2 is 9, minus x1, which is 4. So 7 minus 6 is going to be 1. Then 9 minus 4 then, so that's going to be 5. So that's going to be a slope of a fifth. So now let's do the same thing now with QR. So Q is 1, 2, x1, y1. Then R is 11, 4, so x2, y2. And now sub into the formula. So y2 minus y1, that'll be 4 minus 2 over x2 minus x1, so that'll be 11 minus 1. So 4 minus 2 is 2, 11 minus 1 is 10, so that is equal to a fifth. So we can see there we have the same slopes, so then it has to be parallel. Okay, part C then. In part C now, we need to find the area of triangle PQR. So P, Q, and R. Now the formula for the area of a triangle using coordinates is given in the logbooks, and that's a half of x1, y2 minus x2, y1. And then the absolute value signs on either side, so the modulo sign means if you have a negative in those brackets, you automatically make it positive. Now with this formula, it only works if one of the coordinates is 0, 0, and then you have another 2 coordinates. So what we have to do, we need to translate one of the coordinates to 0, 0. So the easiest one to do there, I'm going to do it with 1 and 2. Okay, so to go from 1, 2 to 0, 0, I can see I'm minusing 1 from the x, I'm minusing 2 from the y. So that translation, I'm going to do the exact same now with all the other coordinates. So for 7 and 10, so take 1 away from the x, take 2 away from the y, so that would be 6 and 8. Then for 11, 4, let's do the same. So take 1 away from the x, take 2 away from the y. So that will be 10 and 2. So now let's label x1, y1, x2, y2. And let's sub these values into the formula. So we have a half, then x1, so I'm going to have 6 times y2, so times 2, minus then x2, which is 10, times y1, which is 8. So I have a half now, so that would be 12 minus 80. So a half of minus 68. But if it's negative 68, you always take it as positive. So that would be equal to a half times 68, which equals 34 square units. So that's our answer, part C. Okay, part D then. The point S is the image of the point Q under the translation UV. Find the coordinates of S. So first of all here, let's get the translation of UV. So U is 4, 6, and then V is 9, 7. So that translation, first of all for the X's, to go from 4 to 9, that's plus 5. For the Y's then, to go from 6 to 7, that's plus 1. And we're told that S is the image of point Q. So now let's do the same thing with point Q, and Q is 1, 2. So then let's do the same translation, add 5 to the X, add 1 to the Y. And that'll get us 6, 3. So the coordinates of S are 6, 3. And that's it.